We return to the Taurus Collective. We quickly need to lower my audio a little bit because it's a little bit loud in my ears. Apparently, we already had a system called Mars. Okay, I need to double check because we do have a lot of planets at the moment that need to be accounted for. I didn't see. Oh, we already. No, we already. Did we already have Mars? Anywhere else? We need to rename this system to debag, isn't it? Let's turn this into debag. But right now we have the problem of our territory not overlapping, which is causing us some issues. So what I'm going to do is, because of that, the amount of resources we're getting from this sector is rather marginal. So we're going to build a... Actually, where am I building it? Right there? This would probably be a better location because then we can get access to Dragon's Horde again, which is what I want. So we also have some unrest on planets. I don't think this is going to be a pretty big issue. Seeker Grid. These are all defensive armies. So we're going to need to build a couple of... I should really turn that off. Okay, as our fleet has engaged, just a standard outpost. We're still at war with Lapatrian citizen shenanigans. No idea where the Provolagor, Proval Guvor, that's what they're called, people are. We're on inactive building here because we didn't have a pop on there. It's all taken care of. A little rivalry, but the Inari, that is potentially a problem because they are part of the Sanguine Pact. The Sanguine Pact has some bigger issues on their hands right now. There's a Bernathi Zealots fleet that's probably around 300k roaming through this territory, and they are probably going to try to get some territory. Let's quickly have a look here. Yeah, they really... Okay, are they at war? Oh, wow, yeah, they are at war with the Sanguine Pact. That is worrying for them. Also, did the Rakstok Republic join them? No, they're also in the Sanguine Pact. So, which pact is this? Member of the Sanguine Pact Federation. Member of the Sanguine Pact Federation. But why aren't they at war then? Okay, so they are at war. Okay. So what I'm expecting is that this entire territory is going to be handed over to the Bernathi Zealots somewhere in the near future. We are also in a position where we're going to need to get some control over a lot of these systems that are currently being controlled by the Sanguine Pact. Basically, we want to weaken the Sanguine Pact as much as we can because the more territory they control, the bigger fleets they can get. And right now, the Bernathi Zealots will most likely have one of the largest fleets. If necessary, we could always join the Archivists when they eventually awake. They are the exact opposite of the Zealots. So it's materialist versus spiritualism. These guys are just, I think there is isolationists. Yeah. So the isolationists, we could potentially attack them at some point in the near future. There's a lot of worlds here. The core, boundary. So these two systems have a lot of really good stuff on them. So we do want to take control of that if we can. Okay, 38% war score. Good. So we've managed to take Raptrix. That's good. We want to take these as well, wasn't it? Let's take a look. Yeah, Zif, we already have Raptrix, Orkan Fung, Sipali, and Tarista. Darasta and all the other ones we already have under control. So let's move into here. Let's set them to non-aggressive because I don't want to destroy all the stations that are in their system. We'll make sure that the fleet follows them around.
Executing evasion protocols.
What's going on here? Where are you guys? Just a couple of corvettes. I would like you to continue your magical work. Yeah, so it's not really an issue. But Zerkog is going to join us shortly. And then Atar's collective name will actually be a decent size, as it should be. Probably the largest name on the map, as it is already. But We wanted to make it larger because everybody knows the larger the name, the more important you are. Everybody knows this. They got a tiny fleet over here. They're not going to be able to take Narf, Orbital, or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to merge this into this sector soon as well. And once again, make sure that you get your sector names in. We're going to give it a little bit more time until people put in all their suggestions when it comes to sector names. D-Bag being surveyed nicely. It also means that we'll have a couple more planets to add as well. So we're taking Raptrix. I think this is like 6 planets in total, 7, and this is like a bunch more as well. So we'll just take this world and be done with it. Caldens first. How we're doing science-wise? 11 months till Giga Cannons. Giga Cannons are incredibly important to us because they do allow us to get some of the more powerful battleships in the game. The real question is, does the enemy have anything? Now, they're still running hyperdrive. They don't have any jump drive whatsoever. The real question right now is, are we going to... We're probably going to trigger the Unbidden at some point. And I don't know... This is unfortunate. Yeah, it's annoying.
Diplomatic alert. War protocols initiated.
They'll probably try to rejoin the Otago as soon as they can. But we immediately declared war on them, so with a bit of luck, we should be able to get a little bit more love out of that. Terraforming is done on case. Good. So that should increase our output by quite some margin. Let's get the troops on the ground.
Planetary pacification protocols initiated.
Yeah, this is annoying because we did lose the... What's this? Otago Republic. It doesn't matter. We've already declared war on them, so...
Invasion units have achieved all objectives.
Okay, cool. And that means we can move on towards the next system with our fleets. It's good. We'll get these ones to follow the main squadron. We need a leader on this as well. We'll put you on this. And you guys can follow this fleet. You may have noticed that... Interesting. Why? Interesting. Not entirely sure what's going on there. Oh, okay, so we're attacking... reclaiming pork right now. We have some armies on the ground here, so we'll need to flesh all that stuff out. Where's our other attack fleet? Okay, cool. Surprisingly, they didn't have any defenses here. I'm also surprised that we only get like 50% war score so far. Yeah, as soon as we take this system, we should be okay.
Executing evasion protocols.
I still have no idea where the Lavis fleet is. Yeah, some Lapatrians. Some small ships over here. They're not really of any consequence.
Executing evasion protocols.
Frustrating. Okay, so this planet being bombed into smithereens.
Technological acquisition successful.
Oh, we can build robots here soon. That's good. Okay, so free at last. Will expire in soon. Giga cannons, excellent. Stormfire, flak battery, military station health. Flak battery, we already have the second tier of it. Autocannon, we already have the maxed out. Stormfire, however, we do not. Neither do we have afterburners. So Max Tars is going to need to be reworked into an XL variant. That should be good. Yeah, okay. So now we got Giga Cannons on this bad boy over here. Also some missiles. If we put How much firepower do we have? 89. Oh, okay. So that's maxing out quite nicely. Okay, so Maxtar is being improved. Basically, a super long range attack platform. Kinetic weapons to destroy cruisers and a Giga Cannon that basically rips battleships apart. We'll send the fleet back soon to take care of all that stuff. I am not sure if this is a good idea. We'll need to mix up the fleet again, because I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to do something with this. This fleet, this fight can kind of wait, I guess. I'd rather have you guys go here. How many armies? There's a lot of defensive armies on the ground here. Damn, son, that is a lot. And by a lot is like, I do mean the proper spelling of a lot. So, yeah, but Max Tars is now pretty much a giant middle finger to pretty much anything. Okay, 41k. We're almost at the point where we can build that Dyson sphere that we want. You sure we can? Oh, we can put our armies on the ground. So where's the other fleets? Okay, apparently we could have done that the entire time already. Yeah, we should be doing double damage on the ground anyway. We've got 2 generals in here, plus orbital support. Yeah. As soon as most of the defense troops are off the ground, we should be looking pretty strong. Good.
Ground invasion units have achieved all objectives.
And we can move on to what's the next system, which is going to be this one. Then this fight will be over very soon as well. Is this enough war score for everything? I doubt it is. Nah, it's definitely not. Demand sum 93, we're at 59, so. Sircock blog, hello little botlings. Have you learned to count a count yet? Well, I don't know. Have you learned how to get assimilated? Ooh, this is potentially bad. We have a lot of firepower. We may... Yeah, let's get the other army into position here.
Priority alert. Malignant forces are moving against us. Priority alert. Malignant forces are moving against us.
Alright, so 2 wars. Hideous and Otago. Ah, yes, stars, we have new matter for you. They're inferior to us. This war, however, I'm fine with this. I don't want to go to war with these guys right now because I don't think it's a very practical thing. What I am going to do is I'm going to negotiate a peace over this war. I do want Raptrix because of the border stuff. The other stuff, it can wait, I guess. And then we'll merge the fleets together again and get the combat fleet ready. I'm not particularly keen on working on multiple fleets at the moment, multiple wars at the moment. And
executing evasion protocol.
the Harmonious and D'Entente, the Republic of Hideous, the Otago, and this is just Otago Republic. So it's just this main thing. Okay, so that's their capital fleet, which they're... I thought as much. They'll try to bomb that immediately. So we got a fairly large war on our hands right now. And we may need to put our ideas of that Dyson sphere on the back burner for the moment. But we can set some demands, which is always nice. We can take the remainder of... Ends, I think it's what they're called. Ends Mars. Yeah, I will take that. I'll take Nodox. That's 2 planets. Is it Dank? Yes, definitely. We want that. We want Usadalon. Yeah. And Bayou. And just quickly need to double check if Usadalon has another planet in there. It does not. The Nodox is the same. So we can claim all of these. We could try to give the middle finger to Hideous as well. Try to take Mindara. It's only 7 war scores, so that's totally doable. Tabor. We'll do that. Let's take Chodar. It's 96, and that should be enough for our demands. Right now, we're just waiting for the fleet to mix up. And we need to add these planets to sector. So that is these guys. Oh, we've got terraforming. Did we already have terraforming liquids? Yeah, we did, but we don't have terraforming gases, which is a pretty big one. But having access to Boy Boss is good, because this is a size 19 planet. Why is we 15 out of here? What did we also grab that is causing... Oh, right, we grabbed Raptrix. So we'll add that to the Delta sector. That's fine. And we can remove YOLO swag. Yeah, and we'll build those into a sector of their own. They're going to have their own sector with blackjack and hookers. So at least they got that covered. Considering it's not connected to the Empire, it does cause some problem. It's at 25%. What's the minus there? Minus 11 energy. And the YOLO sector, I do like that. AI aided design. Build speed, ship cost. Actually, I do want this guy. And the course, yeah. What do we have for core? It's just leader experience gain? Okay. So what we'll do is we'll get this governor. And we'll put this Broseph in there. Because he didn't have any particular bonuses anyway. So, and then you can go in there because I quite frankly don't really care about you. So that's at least taken care of. We should also now have access to Betria, which is a really important system in terms of mineral and energy income. I am tempted to, if I can, I will build a ring world here. Sadly enough, okay, where would I want to build this here Dyson sphere? If I wanted to do so. I think it would be Tuban. We can build a sentry array. It's actually not a bad idea. Let's build a sentry array. It needs to be in a relatively strategic position, like in this area. I will build it over here. Oh, we can also build a Dyson sphere. It's only 10,000 for the first segment. But the upgrades are like 50k each. And it's like 100,000 before we start generating any sort of energy. We can get the Sentry Hub up and running, and then a Sentry Spire as well. So let's get a Sentry Array going here. Costs a bit of resources, but I do think it's completely worth it. And then let's fire up our ship foundries. Let's get a bunch of general offensive units on the field. Let's get a couple of max tars as well. We're already down to 20k. Yeah. 3 cruisers on each. Should be enough to flesh out the fleet a little bit. Okay, so there's the Otago fleet. I'm just waiting for the main capital fleet to join up with the other fleet. I don't think that Otago has any sort of weapon technology that we need to worry about. They still have hyperdrive. They do have giga cannons and kinetic cannons. Only kinetic battery, though, so it's not the worst thing that could happen. As soon as the fleet joins again, we should be looking at a significantly larger fleet. There we go. 102k. That's more than enough to engage the Otago fleet. And this is probably going to be the largest fight that we've had so far. In retrospect, putting that outpost here clearly was not a good idea. We put it down here, and the other empires really did not like that. That is unfortunate. That was Dragon's Horde, wasn't it? Here we go. All the cruisers just came off the production line. And we have potentially access to neutronium now as well, which you already did anyway, but I'm a little bit worried about low right now. Why are we not engaging the enemy? Where is their fleets? It should be over here, I guess. Currently don't have any vision on them, which is also why I want to have the Space NSA up and running. Taurus Collective's name is now the largest, as you can see, as it should be. But it's a little bit annoying that I had to stop this war a little bit earlier than anticipated. That's where their fleet is. And we should be able to engage them fairly quickly. So they are now down here. I'm just a bit worried about jumping right on top of them. Yeah, we're going to jump in right on top of them. Following the Dark Abyss. Okay, that's probably the other fleets. Alright, so let's have a bit of a brawl, shall we? Let's hope they don't jump out before we can engage them. We're going to have some serious losses here. Don't get me wrong. Even though 102k, we still haven't dropped anything. And they are losing ships very, very fast. Quantum destabilizer. Capacitor fields. Do one shield. Oh, 107 months. Let's not do that. We're still at 102. What are they engaging that is causing us to survive with so much fleet power? Like, now we're 113k as all of our new cruisers are joining in. 114. We're actually growing in fleet size. Okay, all their battleships are about to be eliminated. They've jumped out. What did we lose? Oh, a governor has gotten new skills. Bulldozer. Okay, so, wow. We've destroyed pretty much everything except their battleship fleet. We lost one battleship in this. This was a huge fight. And there's the Republic of Hideous fleet. Oh, it's the Alliance fleet, so that's kind of cute, I guess. Okay. And we're just getting more and more cruisers on the field as well, so. So that is the wind, the reef, and where the hell is the darkness, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. So we're just going to call this system Space NSA Virginia? I guess that's how he spelled Virginia. I've never been to Virginia, so I wouldn't know. Okay, they did not jump out. That's curious. Like, so far, this war is going pretty swimmingly. Like, there's not much they can do. Like, they've really, really, really messed with the wrong bear here. Unless Hideous can just pull out, like, a massive fleet from somewhere, which I sincerely doubt. Yeah. Holy Otago. The Kingdom of Jork-sur-Crop. Who the hell are the Kingdom of Jork-sur-Crop? I have no idea. And quite frankly, I don't really care. Because it doesn't seem like they'd be of any interest to us whatsoever. It's probably like a vassal state or something. Oh, look, it's your battleships from your alliance fleets. Hope you didn't need those. Guardian points, defense, and small. Yeah, we do want to get some science. So let's go and get this done. If we want to upgrade the fleet, it's fairly cheap actually. And we will get more range out of that, so... We still don't know where Hiddeus's main fleet is. Otago is completely annihilated. Like, they are of zero consequence anymore. Should probably wrap up the pork war, so to speak. Still getting so much energy a month. And minerals as well. Like, we were down to 0. And now we're back up to 12k again, so... But yeah, once we get Space NSA, arguably, like I said, Space NSA Virginia. I'm still pretty sure that I completely misspelled that, but whatever. And yeah, this war would not have been a good idea. Their fleet power is equivalent to us, sure, but would not have been a good idea at all. I should probably look at the Delta sector and develop it a little bit more. Let's actually take a look at the planets here to see how absolute garbage they are. There's still some assimilation going on. Some science. What are you doing? 1 mineral? Alright. Let's get an uplink node in there. This mineral processing center has no reason of being here. Let's just get a standard mine on there. This is just going to be energy. And you can just be a standard mine as well. So, okay, let's take a look at CBA. Like a lot of these. Let's take a look here. What do we got? Again, like why? Just a standard mine will do. There's nothing here. It's going to be the uplink nodes. Let's upgrade this. Get the basic science lab in there. What are we doing here? Mostly energy. All right. Throw a mine on there. It's going to be energy. Actually, tell you what. We will cancel this. We'll put a mine on there. We'll put a mine on here. This is food, right? Yeah, let's cancel this. Let's put a mine on there. You're doing science. That's fine by me. Good. Next planet, ACDC. Notice how I'm just doing this in the middle of a war, by the way. Sometimes, you know, you gotta take a step aside and we need an uplink node on every single planet. This looks like a decent science station, I guess. We at least have... We'll do the same thing here as well. Observatory. That's good. Let's take a look at Derp. It's a large planet. Size 25. We already took a look at this, didn't we? Yeah. And it's being supported from orbit for some reason. So that's nice. Cool. It's a tiny world. Again, like, why? You only have 1 mine on this planet. Replace it with energy. Actually... We're not going to replace it with energy. We're going to replace it with a mine because there's still pretty decent resources on there. Uplink node, be done with it. Next one. Raptrix. Freshly taken. We'll put some Hunter Seekers on there because of the unrest problems. Jesus Christ. It's just the same thing. Like, why would there be a mineral processing plant on this rock? You mad? I guess this is decent. Still need to get an uplink node here. Power plants, neuro, whatever the hell. Not a power plant, I guess. Get more energy rolling. This will have to do for now. We'll upgrade all this stuff later. YOLO and swag. We do need an uplink node here. We'll just pave over this right here. It's good science here, actually. Surprisingly enough. Really good science. Not entirely sure what's going on with this spaceport. Whatever. And swag. You are going to do an uplink node, and you are going to be a neuroelectric amplifier. Minerals. Yeah, this is going to be a mineral world. Just minerals everywhere coming out of the butt. We should already have the mineral. Yeah, we do. So let's max this out. Put a research lab on this one. On this one. This one. This one. And a mine here. Spaceport's going to have an observatory because they should always have observatories. And I think pork, beef at least, also still has some problems. Again, like, why? Just why? I've got so many questions about the reasoning behind some of these buildings. Like, these are not optimal build, guys. Did I take a look at BDAG? No, I did not. This looks like an energy world overall. This is going to be science, energy. This is a mineral, so plop a mineral one down here. We do need a neuro amplifier here, but we won't be able to get that until soon. So more energy. And we'll get a bioneural thingy there shortly. Still really annoyed by the fact that we couldn't take all those bliss systems from the Zercog, but still, overall, pretty decent episode. Still no idea why Otago, as well as Hideous, thought it was a good idea to declare war on me, because I'm going to strip them completely to the bone, which I guess works. I don't have too much problem with that at all. Sadly, we did go to war by accident to the remnants. How strong are these guys now? They're superior. It looks like they've lost a significant chunk of their fleet in this war. It looks like there's a lot of war going on here. What's the war score? We can't see it. That's really annoying. We probably don't have the automated threat mod anymore. And Space NSA Virginia is being built. There's the platform. And it's going to be done pretty soon, I think. How far along is it? 21%. So overall, looking pretty strong. We're going to wrap it up here. Taurus is looking good. We've got some really solid wars in our favor right now. I don't think the Yanari are still part of the Sanguine Pact, sadly. But we're going to be taking a big chunk of Hideous, or at least 2 planets from them. And we're going to pretty much absolve the Otago Holy Foundation, except for their northern territories. Or at least my future northern territories. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to wrap it up here. And remember to put in your names, ideas for sector names. I need 6 letter words. And as always, we already have a ton of suggestions regarding new planets. I need one for Raptrix. So, punch those in there. And Boy Boss is also looking at me. Oh, Churgamore. There's 2 more planets in here that we also need to science, or at least, get some names for. Boy Boss, obviously, we're going to colonize at some point. Make this the perfect robot world. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take good care of yourselves. And as always, each other.